ball over anymore.
They didn't.
They did not. And what was the weather like in that game?
It was cold.
It was cold.
Snowing.
It was snowing. Mm-hmm. It was wet. You know, if you're holding a league-regulated ball and it's slippery,
it's going to pop out.
I mean, think about it. They just talked about that with Tony Romo.
Right.
Against Seattle.
Right.
When they snapped the ball. They had changed the ball on that field goal. They changed the ball.
Yeah, when it hit his
and when it hit his hand, it slipped out and he couldn't grip the ball.
Yep.
Now, mind you, every play before that, Tony Romo was controlling that ball. But the one when he gets ready to catch the field goal and it slips out his hand, they changed it.
Now, here's what you don't know. Let me give you some stats here. Okay, so we're talking about the game against the AFC Championship game that the Colts had. They measured the Patriots balls and found to be underdeflated, and had previously been advised of the Colts' suspicions. Rivian decided that the game balls for both teams should be inspected at halftime by the game officials. The two other senior NFL personnel present at the game, Trey Vincent and Mike Kinsel, independently reached the same conclusion. So at halftime, under Riviera's supervision, two alternate game officials, Cleet Blackman and Dreyer Prissel, tested 11 Patriot game balls and 4 Colts game balls. The Patriots ball intercepted by the Colts was not among the 11 Patriots balls tested. Each official used a separate air pressure gauge provided by referee Anderson, and that Anderson had brought with him to the game. Wow. One of which also had been used by Anderson for his pregame inspection. Each of the 11 Patriot balls tested at halftime measured below the minimum 12.5 psi. The levels established by the playing rules on both gauges. Each of the 4 balls tested measured within the permissible rules 12.5 and 13.5 psi range on at least one of the gauges. The measurements were recorded and written in writing by Richard Fairley, an NFL security official who had been assigned to the Patriots and Gillette Stadium for approximately 12 years. Only 4 of the Colts game balls were tested because the officials were running out of time before the second half. So they tested the game balls, and here's what it is. The Patriots game balls, one was 11.5, the other one was 10.8, the other one was 11.1, the other one was 10.7, 11.1, 11.6, 11.8, 11.10, 10.9, 10.5, 10.9. And then so both officials tested them. And they both came up with the same thing. All of them were tested under the league regular.
And here's the question I got to ask: how long has it been going on?
It's been going on for years.
You know, you look at, and this is why to me Roger Goodell is such a joke.
He is,
because you think about it. And first, you know, because it was real quick. Everybody's going to get on. You know, if Tom Brady was black, blah blah blah. And I was, because I'm such a revolutionary type of dude. Okay. I almost went there, but then I thought about it, because if it were Michael Vick, season. If it were Cam Newton, season. I mean, you look at all the players that are getting in trouble off the field. Roger Goodell drops the hammer on them. But then I thought about it. It can't be race, because he dropped the hammer on the Saints.
Sean Payton. And look at what he did with the Saints.
And Sean Payton said the same thing that Belichick said. I didn't know it happened. Well, it didn't matter, because they said because you were the head coach and it was on your watch, you're responsible.
And Belichick knows everything from rooter to the tutor.
Belichick is the ultimate micromanager. He works for Jason Garrett.
He works in Jerry.
I mean, he is a micromanager. Look, you're telling me you didn't know?
Look what they gave. They gave Sean. They suspended Sean Payton for the year. They suspended the general manager, and he had to pay a fine.
They suspended and fired the defensive coordinator,
and then 4 players from the Saints.
Yeah,
suspended all of them for like 10 games.
One of the linebacker.
The linebacker, they let him go.
Jonathan Vilma.
Yeah. They suspended him for the entire year.
Yeah. And that's just for, put a slobber knocker on him. That's all that is.
That's if you put him out the game, you get this much money.
It's an incentive.
I mean, that's not cheating.
Wait, that's the same incentive. If you get 12 sacks this year, we're going to up your salary.
Right, because, I mean, we had Bounty, and I'm not talking.
Bounty Gate, Bounty Road.
I'm not really, putting other people out there, but Even in high school football, we had bounties.
What they used to tell you, if he get in your face, knock him out.
Yeah, I was a little league coach.
Clean him up.
I'm a little league coach, and I would tell my players, if you get an interception, I'm gonna give you $20 at the end of the game.
Right. Or here's what you do. Remember what you said back when you was little? They always tell you, man, if you got a chance, clean him up.
Yeah,
clean him up.
Yeah, I gave my players incentives. I told them if whoever gets five sacks in a game, I'm gonna give you $10.
Right. I mean, and that's just
my kids will come over there, coach. I got that fifth sack. All right, meet me at the end of the game. Don't say that too loud because I'm getting in trouble. Right. You know, but
his
you know,
name is
those are those incentives.
Right.
So I mean, it's not a shock to me that it got escalated in the NFL. To bounties where, I mean, think about it, with the Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Bounty vote.
Buddy Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to take out
but they
Ruiz.
suspended the entire dog. They suspended the entire front office of the Saints.
Right.
You trying to tell me that the Patriots didn't know?
It's about Kraft and Goodell.
Exactly.
They buddies.
Exactly.
They homeboys. They running mates.
Because people were trying to say that Jerry Jones had it in with Kraft that way. I mean, not Kraft, but with Goodell. Well, if that was the case, Greg Hardy wouldn't be suspended for 10 games right now.
And if that was the case, that would have been a catch.
Thank you. Thank you. Because it was a catch.
If that was the case, but it's got something to do with Kraft. And he had to do something with Brady because
at least
the league was listening.
Yeah.
The league was watching.
So you give him 4 games.
4 games. What's
Come
4
on,
games?
man.
What's 4 games? You give him a slap on the wrist, and then watch him go appeal it. They're in appeal now.
Exactly.
So watch they do. I won't drop it for 2 games. The same person who gave you 4 will now drop it to 2.
Exactly.
And there's no way you can tell. Now what's going to really happen is this right here. Now I think Kraft may have flipped his nose at Roger Goodell, because he was thinking you're not supposed to do nothing to him. Because remember, Kraft came out and said, y'all gonna apologize.
Well, you know what? I'll give Robert Kraft that. I will actually say Robert Kraft probably did not know.
No, he probably didn't know. But he came out and said, y'all going to apologize. Y'all going to apologize to Bill Belichick. You're going to apologize to Tom Brady. You're going to apologize to his whole
and now they sitting up there looking like, stupid because the proof is here.
Right.
He did it. And now the question is, how long have you been doing it?
What's so funny about it is the way they kind of positioned it as he may have known something about this.
Yeah. You know what I wanted to say? I wanted to say, blanket blank, please.
Yeah. Mother sucker, please.
Nah, I want to use that word that I'm trying not to use no more. That word.
Yeah, that word.
Something, please.
Yeah.
Really? Come on.
And then the fact that that Brady tries, you're not getting my phone records.
If you didn't do it.
If you ain't do it, man, here you go.
I mean, because if I didn't do something,
no hesitation whatsoever.
Here you go.
Yeah, if I didn't do something, even though it ain't, I don't want to give you my phone. But you know what? Here, look at it.
If it's gonna keep me out of trouble, I'm good to go.
Look at April. Don't look at her. But look at everything else.
Yeah. Let me take these pictures off of here.
Yeah, let me delete these pictures. Let me delete this video. Okay. Now you can look at it.
Now you can look at it.
You know, but
hold on, that don't count.
Yeah, that was on a Saturday.
Yeah. It wasn't doing a game. He was playing Hide the Red Roses.
Yeah, that was something else. I didn't know I had that video.
Oh, that wasn't game film.
I know, right? It was a huddle, though.
I tell you, there's been a lot of people on Facebook kind of went. Nari was the first one to comment on my post, and people followed. I mean, people are surprised that it wasn't more.
I know. Because it should have been more.
Willie Burton said, I was surprised it wasn't more and that Coach Belichick wasn't punished like Sean Payton was in New Orleans. But from what I've been made to understand, the Saints were penalized so harshly because the NFL heard about the bounty thing before it became public and told them to stop, and they didn't. So when they got caught again, it resulted in the punishment that was handed down. The Patriots, though being accused of cheating before Spygate,
right?
This was somewhat of a first offense, so no punishment for the coach, and only 4 games for Brady.
And here's the thing, though: this is not the second time they've been caught. See, if you're gonna do that, we told you first time, so now we're gonna punish you hard the second time. But no, this is not the second time the Patriots have been caught.
And you think about it, they took away a draft pick from the Patriots. Like that's actually gonna hurt. Think about
they
how
drafted
many
at 30, 31.
Think about how many, and even drafting at 30, 31. How many? Belichick does not use rookies.
Nah, he don't do nothing through the draft.
He don't. The draft is a joke to him.
Mm-hmm.
So that ain't hurting him. You taking number 1 and number 4, that ain't hurting
He
you.
ain't doing nothing to him.
And what's $1 million for the team? That's a drop in the bucket.
So, Nara, let me ask you this.
They pay backups.
If you were Roger Goodell, what would you have laid?
If I was Roger Goodell?
Right.
Well, if I was Roger Goodell, I'd done what Roger Goodell done. But but if I were in his position,
right,
Tom Brady would be suspended for the year.
Yep.
Belichick would be suspended for the year.
Yep.
Okay.
And I would take away for the next 2 years their first and second round draft pick.
Ooh. Sounds fair, bench for him.
Now you talking.
Because you drop harsh penalties on people to make sure this is what's going to happen to you.
Let me ask you a question. How close is this to gambling on the team? Because it's cheating, right?
It's cheating, but
how close is it to you gambling on your own team or gambling against your team?
I can't put them together because in gambling with your team, you recognize there's a possibility this might not work.
But you're still gambling. See, gambling is
I know, but in gambling, gambling is 50-50. It might work.
It might work. It might
not.
Right.
But when you're cheating, you're doing something obviously to give yourself an edge.
Okay, I'll give you one better. What about gambling on let's say I play for the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are playing the Giants, and I pick the Giants, but I play for the Cowboys.
Okay, then that's the same.
That's about the same.
Yeah.
Because now I can affect the game.
I can affect the game.
And I can affect. So I could have caught the pass. I dropped the pass.
Mm-hmm. It's just like the officials in the Mavericks Miami Heat.
Right. That game with that official.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because he was affecting the game.
Yeah.
Right.
So anytime you affect the game with what you're doing, which is against league rules, then that's top notch.
Yeah. I mean, and that's basically what the Patriots did. They did something, and I know you saying because there's this big thing now. It's not illegal.
It is illegal.
No, what they're saying is what they did was not illegal, but it's close to being illegal.
No.
There's no such thing as
What you did was you went against league rules. That's what you did. It ain't got nothing to do about legal. This is not a police matter.
Right.
This is a rules matter. League rules. Here's the official. You went against what the official rules are. Once you go against if that's the case, then shoot, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
If you want to go there. All these players, all these Barry Bonds, we shouldn't have no problem with him.
No.
He ain't steroid himself up, but that's on him.
Well, my theory was with Barry Bonds doing that is, and I heard people talking about it the other day, Barry Bonds didn't need to do it because he was already great. But he wasn't getting the accolades he was because you had Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa who had roided up, tearing stuff out the park. So Barry Bonds said, "Okay, I need to put myself on an even playing field with them."
Yeah, right.
And once he did that, then he became what he already was.
But yeah,
right.
But on their level.
On their level.
Yeah.
So
but here's my thing about this. First of all, my question is, does this tarnish Tom Brady and what he's accomplished?
Yes.
Unequivocally.
Because now when you think about cheating in baseball, who do you think about?
You think about Barry Bonds. You think about Mark McGuire. You think about Clemens.
Right.
You think about A-Rod.
Clemens, real. Ooh, Lord, Clemens. Hold on. Clemens for real.
Right.
Okay, now when you think about...
you think about who's your boy? Who's your boy? They had a joke about him. He used to do that Santa on his hands. He used to throw pitches. Who is that? Golly. He used to wipe his hands across his hat.
Cliff Lee.
No, the pine tar. He used to have that pine tar, the pitcher. I'll remember it.
When you think about cheating in basketball, who do you think about?
The ref.
From now on.
I got another person I think about, but y'all won't agree with it.
Who?
Jordan.
No, I can't. No.
I know, that's what I said. I'm going to leave that alone because I have insight on that one. But I'm going to leave it alone because I said I wasn't going to say
I
nothing.
don't care how much cheating he may have done.
Oh, the boy is bad.
There is
The boy is...
when you can hang in the air
That might be cheating.
and go and call somebody while you're still in the air.
And I saw him cook cookies.